Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Play on GAA. Today is myself, Seamus Brady, giving my official review and reaction to the All-Ireland Club Football Championship final between Kilcoo and Kilmacud Crokes. Kilcoo, very similarly to Ballygunner, scoring a late dramatic goal to clinch their first ever All-Ireland Club Championship. What a day for Kilcoo, what a day for down football as well. I mean, this team, which has been excellent for the last few years, finally clinching the All-Ireland Club Championship after the heartbreak of losing to Corofin in extra time in 2020. I mean, the last club final that was played before the pandemic, obviously. Kilmacud Crokes, though, if we're talking about the story of this game, Kilcoo won this game with their never say die attitude. They won this game because of their determination, because of their grit and their heart, and they were never going to let this go. And Kilmacud Crokes as well should have closed the game out, but they didn't. I predicted that the game would be tight. I predicted that the game would be a 1-point win for either team or not much more than that. But in the first half, it looked like it was going to be anything but a close game. Kilmacud Crokes came out and just flattened Kilcoo right from the start. I mean, the most notable score that they got was in the 17th minute. So after starting the game quickly, they were 3 points to 1 up. Craig Diaz looked fantastic at midfield. O'Carroll and Andy McGowan, Killian O'Shea were excellent at the back. Darren Mullen looked sharp up front, as well as Shane Cunningham, who kicked a nice point right from the start. But on the 17th minute, Crokes put it all together. Conor Ferris's kick out, Craig Diaz knocks it down. Brilliant interplay, finishes with a Darren Mullen point to make it 4 points to 1. And at that point, you're thinking, Crokes are flying out of the blocks here, making a brilliant start. Shane Horan kicked a brace of points as well to make it 5 points to 2. No, sorry, he kicked a brace of points to make it 5 points to 2. And just like that, I mean, Crokes found themselves 7 points to 2 up at halftime. They managed to hold Kilcoo to 2 points in the first half, and both of those scores came from Conor Laverty. They looked imperious in the first half, but here is where they should have won the game. They shouldn't have been in a position where Kilcoo were able to draw them back. Kilcoo are an exceptional team, and there were key moments in that Kilcoo revival. First, in my opinion, 32nd minute, 2 minutes into the second half, unbelievable defending by Micheál Rooney, because Craig Diaz started an attack. He gave a 1-2, got it back, showed all his athleticism, power, skill. The guy's a fantastic footballer. He did a 1-2, he got it back. He looked like he was about to palm it into an empty net past Niall Kane. And yeah, Micheál Rooney just got his hands in the way. He managed to knock it out for a 45, which Ferris then hit the post with, so Crokes get nothing out of that attack. Then obviously, 44 and a half minutes, Niall Kane goes up to take a free. He pings it too low. He's underhit it. But the trajectory and the pace of the ball means that it's so dangerous if someone gets a fist to it, a deflection on it or something. And lo and behold, it hits the hand of Jerome Johnston, but then a very noticeable deflection off the poor Kilmacud defender, Ross McGowan. That takes it past Conor Ferris and bang, game on. And all of a sudden, from being absolutely dead in the water, Kilcoo are back alive. And Crokes did respond. Conor Laverty brought Kilcoo back to within 1 point a couple of minutes after that goal went in. Then Cian O'Connor came off the bench and kicked a brilliant point to just put 2 in them again. And I still kind of thought, Crokes could see this out. But then, lo and behold, Paul Devlin kicks the last point of the game to take it into extra time. I mean, there's your second point again where Crokes should have finished the game out, but they didn't. And Kilcoo draw them back and get it to extra time, just like they did against Corofin in the last All-Ireland Club Championship final. This time in extra time, Kilcoo had the rub of the green. Kilmacud Crokes looked like they had the superior bench, and they kind of did. Callum Pearson came in, looked fantastic. Cian O'Connor, as I mentioned, was brilliant. Kilcoo brought back in Ryan Johnston. Like, it looked more in Kilmacud's favour. They have the bigger panel, but Kilcoo just never gave up again. And going into the end of the game, you've got seconds left on the clock. Kilmacud are 2 points up. Conor Ferris gets turned over, finds the hands of the Johnstons. They all really combined. Ryan Johnston ends up on the end of the move. His shot brilliantly blocked on the line by Kilmacud. Then it comes out to Jerome Johnston. He puts it into the back of the net. The Kilmacud lads begging, pleading for a square ball, some sort of foul. But no, goal rightfully stood. Kilcoo, unbelievable character, unbelievable spirit. When you think of a team that were so close a couple of years ago to be back in the same position and to be 2 points down with seconds left on the clock, to never give up, to keep pushing, even when Kilmacud were playing keep ball. and to force a mistake out of a very good goalkeeper and Conor Ferris to give the ball right back to them, and then to have the calmness and presence of mind to work a move to eventually get the goal. Just hats off to them. Kilcoo have been excellent from the start. They've beaten some fantastic teams. They obviously beat Waddy Graham's Glen, who had Conor Glass and multiple other Derry players, and were really heavily fancied to be a serious contender for the All-Ireland. Then they swatted Derry Gonley Harps, who had beaten Dromore. Like they looked so impressive, Derry Gonley, up until that point. And then Kilcoo just bet them off the park. Then they got taken to extra time by St. Finbarrs, and they really had to dig deep in that one. And talk about digging deep here. 3 times the game looked like it was done and dusted, but every single time Kilcoo found something deep down that they just weren't going to give it up. For Crokes, it's a really tough one to take. I mean, you get this close to winning, to the point where you should have won it without Paul Mannion. I mean, it's going to be a sickener, because you got this far and you got this good without your undoubted best player. Like, Paul Mannion is Kilmacud Crokes' best player. He's one of the best players in the country. And to do all this without him, they should be proud. They were absolutely fantastic from the word go. They fought their way back in the Dublin final against St. Jude's when they were 5 points down to win a really tight game. They showed a lot of composure against Wolf Tones, and Wolf Tones put them under pressure. Nace as well had them in a rough patch, for a while. And then Pádraig Pearses gave them a hell of a game in the semi-final. And they looked, as I said, fantastic in the first half of the final. So they will be wondering how they lost, how they let this slip. I think the moments that I talked about in the second half, where Diaz nearly got the goal but didn't because of Micheál Rooney's defending, and then the goal by Niall Kane, they were huge turning points in giving Kilcoo energy to come back into the game. And then on top of that, the late goal by Johnston in extra time obviously clinches it. Kilcoo win the game. Unbelievable for them, unbelievable for their club. They win their first ever All-Ireland Club Championship, and congratulations to them. Kilcoo, worthy winners in my opinion. And they showed all the grit, heart and desire, and they showed how much they wanted it. Congratulations to Kilcoo, All-Ireland Club Football Champions for 2022. That's my reaction. Keep an eye out for all the other content here on Play on GAA. Until the next video, guys, take care.